Hey there, in the last module, you got clear on your driver, on your why, and how you define success for yourself. So in this module, we're going to take what we developed there, and we're going to work on bringing that picture of success down to the action level, down to the plan. So we're going to bring it down to earth and land that plane so that we can get a little bit more granular picture. We're going to bring it down to a 12-month plan of how you're going to work towards that picture. Our first step is going to be to fill out that picture of success a bit more around 4 key areas: the artistic, the audience impact, the creative living, and finally, funding and financial. So what I mean by those 4 areas are that artistic is where your idea of success is around artistic excellence. What do you want to achieve with your art over the next 12 months that's going to move you towards your idea of success? Audience impact. Who do you want to be sharing your art with? Museum audiences, gallery audiences, followers online. What kind of impact do you want to have on your audience within the next 12 months that's going to reach you towards that big success picture you developed? What kind of creative life do you want to develop? Think about things that are not necessarily an identifiable part of an art practice, because your actual regular life impacts how you create. So what do you want for your lifestyle? What do you want in your life over the next 12 months? And finally, funding and financials. This part is the part that gives you the money to do those things you want to do to reach those successes. And there are all sorts of different places that you can fund your art practice from. It can come from self-funding if you're not worried about making money from it. It can come from grants, fellowships, residencies. It can come from the sale of your art or commissions. So think about the funding source for those other 3 areas. All together, those 4, artistic, audience impact, creative living, and funding financials, make up the picture of your island of dreams, your point B, your island of success. Balance in these areas is very individual. It doesn't mean splitting equally between them. It means finding the balance between the 4 that's right for you. Your understanding of what it takes to sustain those areas can grow and shift over time, so don't be afraid to adjust this as you go. Once we have a really clear picture of our destination, then we can bring the appropriate vehicle and route to the path to get there. So we're going to be going through in this module the destination first, then the vehicle that we're going to use to make that trip, then the route or path that we're going to take to get to that destination. So let's dive into this lesson's workbook. So if you'll download that workbook and open it on up, it's really more a reflection than anything else. So the goal of the worksheet is to help you land the plane, bringing the success that you identified in the last module to life. So look back at the worksheet from the past module where you defined success, and let's get even more clarity about what that place looks like and is, your point B. So here in this first section, I want you to restate that picture of success that you developed in Module 1. Do that right now, and then come back to me. In Step 1, I want you to describe your island of success. Point B, we're at point A right now. That's right here and now. And you want to get to success point B. And I want you to think about what it looks like in terms of artistic achievement first. Describe that in as much detail as you can. But remember, you don't have to have good grammar, sentences. It can be bullet points, jotting down words or ideas. Just get it out onto paper for right now. In Step 2, I want you to describe what your island of success point B looks like in terms of audience impact. Again, get as specific as you can. Paint a really clear picture of what kind of impact you're going to have on your followers and audience when you reach that island of success. Now, in the third step, you're going to do the same thing again for your creative life. Again, get as specific as you can so that you're painting a really clear picture that you can almost taste and feel. And then finally here, in step 4, I want you to address that fourth point, funding or finance. You don't have to get absolutely clear yet, but getting as clear and specific as possible is really going to help you as we get down to the nitty-gritty planning stages of creating your success path. So describe that as much as you can right now. Now in step 5, I want you to collate that all together so you have a snapshot of all 4 areas: artistic, audience impact, creative living, and funding finance, and jot down just the most important points from each of those steps you just completed. All done now? High five, and let's head on into the next lesson.